Even say this perm having name. You just want to bring it top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep.
Breaking news, folks, the internet is melting down faster than Twitter on a Kanye rant. Did NLE Choppa just throw hands, bars, and shade all at once? Because after what he said about NBA YoungBoy, the entire rap world is acting like they've just watched a nuclear diss track explode live on stage. Let's be real, this isn't your average rap beef. Oh no. This is hip-hop history in the making. Two young rap titans, both with cult-level fan bases that treat comment sections like battlegrounds, are now trading lyrical nukes. And the best part, everybody from DJ academics to your cousin, who still thinks SoundCloud fame equals rent money, has something to say. Rumors are flying faster than YoungBoy's mixtapes. Did NLE really expose him? Was that line in KO a direct shot? Are we watching the start of the biggest rap civil war since Drake?
These babies ain't money getting. They'll hurt you, kill you, and eat out your icebox as they break in your house. I'm not battling with childhood like a YB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man, YB, sound like he angry. He want to out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want to his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money getter. YB babies ain't money getting. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that on
versus Pusha T? Stick around, because what you're about to hear might just change how you see both these rappers forever. From fake tweets to leaked DMs, from backstage confrontations to cryptic lyrics, this story's got it all. Buckle up, grab your popcorn, and let's dive into the chaos. When the story first broke that
people would call it, you have your third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb not act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, you know, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Choppa is aiming for.
NLE Choppa had finally fired back at NBA YoungBoy. It felt like the rap world had just been hit by a sonic earthquake. People were scrolling, refreshing, arguing, and dissecting every syllable of his new track KO, as if it were a secret government file. The beat dropped, the hook landed.
Damn, I'm talking about being jealous and being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee, and you're saying Cantrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
And suddenly everyone on social media turned into self-proclaimed music critics. They said the aggression in his voice sounded different this time, less like performance and more like confession. Behind the scenes, the whispers started spreading that this was not just a diss track, this was revenge. The tension between Choppa and YoungBoy had been building for years, ever since that infamous Bring the Hook controversy when YoungBoy called out King Von and the entire O-Block community. Back then,
very concerned about the NBA YoungBoy concert. So concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as, that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center. In particular, notified ASM Global that, this is like a really dangerous thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside, it'll be fine. NOPD's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There is such a propensity around these concerts that is so not an if but a when, that we are concerned we'll have to activate the department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens.
Then, Choppa tried to keep his distance, acting like a neutral referee in a game that was already spilling into real life. But according to people close to him, that neutrality came with a cost. Fans accused him of being scared to choose sides, while YoungBoy's supporters mocked him for staying silent. That silence turned into pressure, and pressure has a way of creating explosions. KO became that explosion. In the opening verse, he sounded sharper, colder, and far more intentional than usual. Every line dripped with double meanings, coded threats, and sly callbacks to old interviews. Listeners paused and rewound the song, convinced they could hear hidden messages. Some even claimed the background ad-libs spelled out YoungBoy's initials if you played them backward. A few producers online broke down the waveform like forensic analysts, pointing out sonic similarities to YoungBoy's past tracks, as if Choppa was mocking his very sound. Within hours, the track dominated Twitter trends, not because of official promotion, but because of chaos. One fake news account claimed YoungBoy had already called his lawyer. Another insisted Choppa's label begged him to delete the post announcing the video. The truth hardly mattered anymore. Speculation was the new reality. In Memphis, where Choppa came up, barbershops turned into debate clubs. Old heads argued that this was how real hip-hop used to sound before everything became corporate. Younger fans saw it as a generational clash, the return of raw energy.
Able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him. When, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a
energy in a scene drowning in polished pop hooks. Meanwhile, in Baton Rouge, YoungBoy's supporters posted videos of themselves blasting his older diss tracks at full volume.
What'd you think?
it was funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. It's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice ball.
Promising retaliation. Comment sections turned into miniature war zones where fans hurled lyrics like insults and counted streaming numbers like victory points. Industry insiders began to weigh in, half serious and half entertained. One anonymous blogger claimed that studio engineers had to stop Choppa from adding an extra verse that directly mentioned YoungBoy's legal troubles. Another unnamed friend of a friend said YoungBoy's team had already booked studio time to record a response titled Reloaded. Whether any of that was true did not matter. The anticipation itself became the headline. What everyone agreed on was that this was no ordinary disagreement. Something deeper was breaking loose beneath the surface, something that made even seasoned rap veterans lean forward and whisper, "This could get ugly." By the time the second wave of reactions hit, the situation had gone far beyond a simple music dispute. The so-called leaked group chat that appeared on social media overnight added gasoline to a fire that...
Man, YoungBoy king of rap. We just gotta claim it today. King of rap. King of rap. That's a new narrative I'm driving. These gonna have to bow to defeat. I like it. We're not talking about Kendrick and Drake, and they're on a different level. But below Kendrick and Drake, I'm sorry. With all due respect to every other rapper, YoungBoy's the king of rap right now. I'm sorry to tell y'all. The walk down I seen in Atlanta tonight. Give him the throne. Just give him the throne. YoungBoy the king of rap. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not saying gonna last forever. But for right now, in the last 4 or 5 months, YoungBoy
already burning uncontrollably. Screenshots began circulating that supposedly showed YoungBoy mocking Choppa's new single, calling it a cry for attention. Within minutes, those screenshots were reposted thousands of times. And before anyone could
know who beating me, bruh. Respectfully, the only thing that's really respectfully, the only thing that's really ahead in that space is YoungBoy.
confirm whether they were real, fan pages treated them like sworn testimony. YouTube commentary channels rushed to upload 20-minute breakdowns titled Leaked Evidence. YoungBoy responds to NLE. Fake news outlets even ran articles claiming a hidden verse from YoungBoy's upcoming tape directly referenced Choppa, calling him internet-made. People ate it up because the drama was too entertaining to ignore. Every few hours a new twist appeared, some invented and some half-true. but all of it feeding the narrative that something huge was brewing behind the scenes. Then came the viral video from an anonymous TikTok account claiming to have inside knowledge of Choppa's recording sessions. The voice on the video said he overheard a phone call between Choppa and
His perm having name. You just want to bring top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going. Your views go up now, clown. I'm willing to help y'all about it, man. But I hate NBA so much, man. Go get them some views, man. Help.
a producer where they laughed about ending careers for sport. There was no proof, but it did not matter because the story felt believable enough. Fans started digging through old interviews, searching for clues, analyzing Choppa's body language, comparing old tweets, and treating his silence as confirmation of guilt. The internet does not wait for evidence, it creates its own. That is exactly what happened when a self-proclaimed insider released an alleged studio invoice showing that Choppa rented out an Atlanta studio. The same night YoungBoy's team booked time there too. Suddenly,
This was surprising or new to y'all. Everybody jumping ship because this how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is gonna stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they could benefit from off you, they're gonna jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in the industry. That's how it go. They only gonna f you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow up with dirt. None of these ain't friends or real homies with dirt for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship. Cause where we from, if you f with me, my ops is your ops is mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I f with both parties, they ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the that still there, stayed down for Dirk, his real.
suddenly, the rumor shifted from lyrical beef to a near-physical confrontation. Multiple fan accounts tweeted that the two camps nearly collided, that security had to step in, that producers fled mid-session. It was pure fantasy, but the belief in that fantasy gave the story a pulse. Meanwhile, social media analysts, podcasters, and gossip channels treated the situation like breaking news. One commentator claimed he received DMs from someone in the room who confirmed that YoungBoy was preparing a video response and had already filmed part of it in secret. Another self-styled journalist uploaded drone footage of a random mansion and labeled it YoungBoy's hidden studio compound. It was nonsense, but it spread faster than the truth ever could. The audience was no longer listening for music. They were watching a soap opera written in real time, and both rappers, intentionally or not, played their parts perfectly. Choppa dropped cryptic tweets full of snake and explosion emojis while YoungBoy posted photos of himself smirking under captions like "they still talking." Every post was dissected, screenshot, and argued over like courtroom evidence. For the fans, this was no longer entertainment, it was warfare disguised as culture. And every new rumor felt like a battle won or lost in a conflict too big to stop. As the noise reached its peak, mainstream outlets finally picked up the story, turning what began as online gossip into front-page speculation. Television segments asked whether the feud had become a symbol of a larger cultural divide, while bloggers framed it as a modern-day hip-hop Cold War. Reporters camped outside studios hoping to capture a reaction, and one tabloid even claimed the FBI was monitoring social media activity related to both artists because of threats exchanged by fans. That claim was never verified, but it sounded dramatic enough to trend. Sponsors reportedly began asking questions, worried that their brand names would get dragged into a conflict that refused to calm down. Behind closed doors, managers whispered about ceasefire meetings that never happened and about how both artists were quietly profiting from the attention. Streams for both of their catalogs doubled, merchandise sold out overnight, and promoters began offering absurd amounts of money for separate concert appearances, terrified to put them on the same stage. The more success surrounded the chaos, the deeper the conspiracy theories grew. Fans began claiming that the entire beef was orchestrated by their labels to boost numbers. Some insisted there was a secret handshake deal where each artist would pretend to hate the other for a set period of time. Others argued that there was real blood in the water, that this was about more than fame, that grudges were carved into pride and could not be undone with money. Anonymous Twitter accounts posted voice notes they said were from industry insiders describing late-night calls between executives trying to contain the situation. These clips were shaky and unclear, But the mystery kept people talking. Even rival rappers started chiming in, pretending to take sides just to grab attention. The line between reality and performance dissolved completely, and the public loved every second of it. Then came the supposed fallout. Articles began circulating claiming that city officials were discussing increased police presence at upcoming rap events. Some fake legal documents appeared online suggesting that prosecutors were opening an investigation into certain lyrics for incitement. None of it could be proven, but the possibility itself was thrilling. On social media, fake screenshots of court calendars showed both rappers' names, and users believed them instantly. Rumors said YoungBoy's team was considering a lawsuit over defamation while Choppa's camp was plotting a counterclaim. Every move they made, even the silence, became a headline. When Choppa finally posted a single sentence on his story saying "I said what I said," the internet erupted again. People swore it was the final nail in the coffin, but others believed it was just the calm before another storm. And that was the genius of it all. Whether truth or fiction, the spectacle kept millions watching, waiting for the next drop, the next verse, the next digital explosion that would feed their obsession with a story that had already escaped music and turned into myth. So now the question everyone is asking is simple but impossible to answer. Who really won this war? Was it NLE Choppa, the fearless young voice who turned his anger into art? Or NBA YoungBoy, the quiet storm who let his reputation speak louder than any diss track ever could? Maybe the real winner is the audience. The millions of viewers who watched this entire spectacle unfold like a live-action movie. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will they ever reconcile, or are we about to witness another round of lyrical crossfire that sets the internet ablaze again? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain. This story isn't over. Not by a long shot. The cameras are still rolling. The microphones are still hot. And every second could bring a new twist that changes everything. So before you scroll away, tell us what you think. Who crossed the line? Who held it down? And whose side are you really on? Drop your take in the comments. Hit that like button if you stayed till the end. And subscribe because this storm is far from finished. The next chapter is already being written, and you won't want to miss a single second of it.